Hey everyone, it's Paul Kenny. When I got started in network marketing, I had a really great upline support team. I had tremendous leaders, people that had built huge businesses that were not hyping me, that were giving it to me straight. And I learned a few things in the first few months of being involved as a network marketer that have carried me well for the last 25 years. First thing that happened was my upline sponsor said to me, Paul, you've got to make a list of your key contacts. I want to know who these key contacts are. So let's start having you put groups together of 30, 40, 50 individuals, and I want you to start exposing them to the business, to the products, to the chance to get involved with you. He said, then I need you to make a list of your key goals and whys for doing the business. And I want you to share that with me. And you know what? The third thing they said is, you're going to be part-time or full-time? And I was going to go full-time, so they gave me a plan that I could go out and work 5 days per week. And when I started in the business, I was asked to be coachable. You know what? Maybe you would have done the same thing. I said, yeah, sure, I'll be coachable. But you know something? I wasn't coachable. In my mind, I'm thinking, look at my background. I ran a major division for one of the biggest banks in the world. I then started, and I was the chief executive officer and majority shareholder of a huge real estate investment and development company. And you're telling me that in this plan, you want me to go out and identify 6 good people? And I know hundreds and hundreds of people, and you don't think I could get 6 people on my own? That was my mindset. So you see, I wasn't being honest with either myself or my sponsor. And I got frustrated. It did not go well in the beginning for me. I was approaching people. They were pushing back at me. They were raising objections. I didn't know what to say to these people. Some people were signing up and they were doing absolutely nothing. And I was frustrated. So I decided to call my sponsor. And I started with my sponsor by saying, I have a few questions that I want to ask you. Because see, I'm ready to blame him and I'm ready to blame the opportunity. And he stopped me and he said, Paul, before you start asking me your questions, I've got a few for you. Question number 1, did I ask you to submit a contact list to me? I said, you did. And do I have it? I said, you don't. Did you make the list, Paul? I didn't. Question number 2, I asked you to commit your goals and objectives into writing and share those with me so that I could help you and mentor you on achieving those goals. I don't have them yet. Do I, Paul? No, I haven't done them yet. I've never really done much goal setting in my life. Number 3, you're calling me up to complain because you're thinking of getting out. Yes or no? I said, yes. Next comment, Paul, did I not ask you to make a 1-year no turning back commitment to be here in a year? Yes or no? I said, you did. He said, Paul, let me tell you something. If inside of a year you decide to quit this business, you're so ignorant about how the business works, you won't even know why you're quitting. And another question I have for you, did you tell me you were going to go full time? Yes. Did you say to me that you wanted to get to $10,000 a month within a year? Yes. Okay. Are you consistently out contacting and exposing 10 people a day to our business? No, I'm not. Of the 10 people you're supposed to be contacting, Paul, are you inviting those people to follow up with more information? Like maybe get on the phone and talk to me. Sit down and have a get-together with me. They call it a 2-on-1 where I'll chat with them. Bring them to an event, a business briefing. Bring them to something. Are you doing that? No, I'm not. Okay, he said, so before you ask me your questions, Paul, I'm going to ask you to do those things for the next 90 days. By the way, take weekends off. Do it 5 days a week, Paul. At the end of 90 days, you're going to be entitled to a vacation. So take a day off and go do it for another 90 days. And at the end of that second 90 days, Paul, you're not going to have any questions of me. Everything's going to be working smoothly for you because you're going to be learning by doing what I'm asking you to do. And here's the moral of the story. What he told me was correct. And 6 months after that conversation, I didn't have any more questions of him. I was out working my business. I was consistently bringing new people into the business. They were duplicating, and I had surrendered to the process. That's the term I want to use with you. Surrender to the process is a very positive thing. I was duplicating, and I was doing exactly what he had asked me to do, and the results were showing up. So my message today is do the things you're supposed to do that you're learning from upline that have already done it. If you've never been involved in network marketing, like I had not ever been involved, your background is not material. There's certain skill sets that you have to learn, and you've got to master those skill sets. It's like someone that can do the 100 meters in 9 seconds, world-class sprinter. Just because you can run the 100 meters in 9 seconds does not mean you're qualified to play on the World Cup soccer team. It does not mean that you're qualified to be an all-pro wide receiver in the United States National Football League. There's a skill set you've got to develop, and you need proper coaching to do that. So I'm inviting you watching this video right now to make sure that you get the proper coaching. And once you have the proper coaching, and you're going to be here for the next year, here's what happens over the course of the year. You're going to be filling in what I call the success gap. That's where you are right now and where you're going to be in 12 months. And just imagine if you got 1% better every day, just 1% better a day, 12 months from today, you're 365% better than you are right now. That's going to be awesome. You're going to have an incredible business at that point, and you're on your way to building a huge, huge Nest Global business. So this is Paul Kenny. I, as always, encourage you, get to the top of the pay plan. I know that you can do it. Bye for now. See you on down the road.